We are ranking the MCU Phase 2. The thing I loved about going to comic book stores was the conversations we had. Talking with the guys behind the counter, talking with the other guys buying the comic books. We talk about the comics we liked, who we didn't like. We'd have all kinds of conversations and debates on who was better and why they were better. Marvel or DC or Image when they came in, or any of the other things. And that's why I like doing these lists. I like, here's my opinion. This is what I think. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. I'd really like to know. I think I think the way I pick movies is the right way. You may think differently. And that's great. I love having debates about these things. I love knowing why people like what they like, or why they choose what they choose. So, without any further ado, here's the list. I have changed up the rankings to great, good, okay, meh, and nope. I can tell you, of the 6 movies we're going to be looking at, none of them get a nope. Next time, Phase 3, there will probably be one nope. I'm not going to say which one it is. Maybe you can guess. But, so, we are going to start with Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 will go in the okay. It was okay. It wasn't great. For his last go round in his own movie, I think it could have been better. I was really, really excited that they were going to bring in the Mandarin. I'm sure there were a lot of other fans of Iron Man who thought they were going to bring in the Mandarin. And then they brought in not the Mandarin. Trevor Slattery. Again, him being in his last solo movie, where he's a star, I think they did him dirty. I think they did not do a very good job. They move the entire MCU story along with this? Not really. But, I mean, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Shane Black wrote and directed, and I like a lot of his stuff. And I was really hoping this would be good, but there's just the last act just falls flat for me. It just doesn't do anything. So, that's why it gets an okay. All right, Thor is up next. Meh. Yeah. It was a meh movie. It wasn't that great. The only thing it did was introduce the Reality Stone. That's it. The Dark Elves were a waste. Loki wasn't much Loki did. He just did the same thing Loki always does. I'm not the biggest Jane Foster fan either. There's a new Thor movie coming out, Love and Thunder, where they're going to make Jane Foster the Lady Thor. I'm not going to buy it. It's not for me. I didn't work in the comics. It's not gonna work in the movies. I've said it before. Everything they did in the comics that they're trying to do in the movies, not working. When Ironheart comes out on Disney Plus, it's gonna tank. Ms. Marvel, it's gonna tank. I just thank God they're not bringing Asian Hulk in. But yeah, Thor. I might watch this once a year, just to just for something to watch. Now we go from meh to potentially the greatest MCU movie ever made. Captain America: Winter Soldier. I could watch this thing every day. It is great. It is a great movie. Great action. The characters are brought along in such a way that I I love it. I felt bad for Steve when he found out Bucky was alive and he didn't think he could do anything about it. When he was, finally, when Hydra finally took over and called him a traitor, I was angry. It's a great movie. It is a great, great movie that I would fight anybody. I'd fight you. Meet you at the local playground and we'd throw down over whether or not this is the best MCU movie. I'm old, I'd lose, but I'd give it a shot. Hey, so next on the slate is Guardians of the Galaxy. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy. I did. That's why Guardians of the Galaxy are good. I didn't read a whole lot of Guardians of the Galaxy comics. What Guardians comics I did read ended up usually being just stuff that was crossed over in other comics. The original Infinity Gauntlet had some Guardians crossover stuff, but the movie's great. I mean, well, the movie's good. It's a good movie. It's a funny movie. It's a movie I can watch multiple times. My wife and daughter love this movie. This is their favorite movie. By far. By far. You say, hey, let's go throw a Marvel movie in. They're both grabbing Guardians of the Galaxy. Good movie. All right. After that came Avengers Age of Ultron. This might be a little controversial. I say it's great. I think it's a great movie. I love Ultron. When the original Iron Man came out and he was testing his Mark II, and they show the scene where they pan up and they get to his face. I remember I was in the theater like, oh my God, that looks like Ultron. And then to find out that they used Tony to bring Ultron in, it fits. I called that years ago. Called it. Great movie. They managed to bring everybody in and make it work. Yeah, you have a huge cast. Not only do you have the Avengers, but you have Falcon. You have War Machine. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver at the end. It all works. It is a really good movie. Vision. I gotta forget Vision. Jeez. I think it's a great movie. Now I know there are some people out there who think that this movie not so great. They might give it a good or an okay. I think it's great. Last is Ant-Man. Ant-Man, good. Ant-Man is good. It's different enough from the other MCU movies to set itself apart, but still, he's your superhero. He's fighting the bad guys. And I think he brings the right kind of humor, if you get my drift. You know, you get Thor being goofy, but I think Ant-Man, Scott Lang, is the right kind of goofy. I don't think I really don't like goofy Thor. You know, the Thor from Infinity Gauntlet and Endgame, the goofy Thor from Ragnarok. It's I'll save my judgments for the next, but on the whole, I'm not a big goofy Thor fan. So, so here's my small Phase 2 list. Let's talk about it. I would really, really love to get your comments on my list. Do you think I did a good job? Do you think I'm absolutely wrong? Do you think I've lost all my mental faculties and I've just put things willy-nilly on a tier list? Yeah, that's what we'll talk about. Like I said at the beginning, I love debating stuff. I know it's not real. I know, you're not gonna, there's no such thing as Iron Man or Ant Man or anything like that. But dang it, The Winter Soldier is the best movie the MCU's produced. The best, hands down. And I will not change my mind on that. Infinity Gauntlet and Endgame. Very close. I'd go so far as to say No Way Home. Oh, it's so close. So close. But no. Winter Soldier tops. The absolute top. I play it so many times, my wife gets tired of it. She's like, oh, I hate that movie. You watch it all the time. Well, if you would embrace it like I do, you wouldn't hate it. Captain America, again, was one of the comics I collected religiously. I had to have every Captain America comic. R.I.P. Captain. I hate to see what they did to him in the comics. They cucked him. They cut him off at the knees. They let activists come in and just destroy him. Thank you. Thank you, Marvel, for destroying Captain America. Really appreciate it. Anyway. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I would really like it if you would subscribe, if I've earned your subscription. Like it. Share it with your other MCU comic book fans so they can weigh in on how right or wrong I am. And yeah, tell all your friends about the Nerd Way. It's we love everyone. We want everyone to come in and have fun and just be a nerd with us. Share your nerdiness. Let us know what nerdy things you like down in the comments. What nerdy things you'd like me to talk about down in the comments. Let's get this nerd party rolling. Come on, let's do it. I got some other videos in the pipeline working on, and they will be out shortly. So until then, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.